In 1932, the Australian Army declared war on birds, real soldiers, real machine guns, and it lost. This is the Great Emu War, the only war in history won decisively by large, confused birds. It starts after World War I. Australia thanks its veterans by handing them farmland, most of it dry, remote, and barely farmable. Then the Great Depression hits, wheat prices collapse, and the government's promised subsidies never actually show up. So the farmers are already having an awful time, which is exactly when 20,000 emus show up. 20,000 of them march into the Campion district, find the crops, and start eating literally everything. They also flatten the fences, which lets the rabbits in, so now it's a double invasion. Australia is really cooking. The farmers, a lot of them ex-soldiers, have an idea. They know a guy. They write to the Minister of Defence and ask for machine guns. And Defence Minister George Pearce says, sure, good target practice. Makes the government look helpful. What could possibly go wrong? Enter Major Meredith. 2 soldiers, 2 Lewis machine guns and 10,000 rounds of ammunition. To fight birds. They roll in that November, ready for a glorious campaign. The emus are also ready. Sort of. First plan. Herd the emus into machine gun range. The emus respond by instantly splitting into tiny groups and running in every possible direction. The soldiers realize the emus have lookouts. A big one stands guard, spots the humans, and signals the flock to scatter. These birds have a chain of command. November 4th, Meredith sets a real ambush at a dam. Over 1,000 emus wander right in. This is the moment. They open fire, drop about 12 birds, and then the gun jams. The other 988 emus simply leave. Turns out emus run at 30 miles an hour, zigzag like pro athletes, and treat bullets as mildly annoying. Soldiers reported hitting emus several times and just watching them keep going. Basically bulletproof. New plan. Mount a machine gun on a truck and chase them down. Fight speed with speed. The truck can't catch them, the terrain's too bumpy to aim, and at one point an emu gets caught in the fence and wrecks the truck. The birds are winning the car chase. After about 2,500 rounds, the official emu body count is maybe 50. The newspapers have the time of their lives. Humiliated, Minister Pearce pulls the army out on November 8th. Yes, the military retreated. From the birds. And then Major Meredith delivers one of the greatest quotes in military history. Quote, "If we had a military division with the bullet-carrying capacity of these birds, it would face any army in the world. They can face machine guns with the invulnerability of tanks. But the crops are still vanishing, so the farmers beg for a round 2 and the government caves. Round 2 goes a bit better. Over the next month, they claim 986 emus, using 9,860 bullets. That's 10 bullets per bird, and historians think even that number is wildly inflated. Out of 20,000 emus, the overwhelming majority just walked away. The emus had won, not by fighting, but by being fast, tanky, and completely impossible to build a war around. The farmers asked for the army again in 1934, 1943, and 1948. Every single time the government said, absolutely not. Instead, they used bounties and enormous fences. In one 6-month stretch, farmers claimed over 57,000 emu bounties, which, shockingly, worked way better than the army. And to this day, Australia has hundreds of thousands of emus. The war is over. The emus are still here, and they remember. So next time someone tells you humans are the dominant species, remember the year we lost a war to something that can't even fly.